This is the new analysis that comes tonight in this lecture that my students around the world will be looking forward to. Something strange happened when the Egyptian armed forces deposed Morsi, the coup d'etat. And we thought, well, maybe the Zionists have lost one here because they wanted these Islamic governments. The United States, Britain and Europe are all very angry with the armed forces. They say, no, this is not democracy. Morsi must be released. He's under house arrest, I think, or detained. And the government must be restored, says Washington and London and Paris and so on. But the Egyptian armed forces is not listening to them. No. Then Washington said, we're going to cut off the aid. Because Washington has been giving Egypt a lot of aid. As a result of which the Egyptian economy is surviving. Without that aid, it's gone. When Washington said, we're going to give up the aid, take away the aid that we're giving you unless you can restore the economy. Guess what Saudi Arabia did? For the last 70 years or 80 years that Saudi Arabia has been in existence, Saudi Arabia has been a very meek follower, camp follower of Uncle Sam, like the American kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Never stepping out of line, always following Uncle Sam. Ikhwan and Saudi Arabia were very friendly with each other for many, many years. And when Ikhwan took power in Egypt, the Saudis were bankrolling Ikhwan, providing them with funds, providing them with support. And Ikhwan turned to Saudi Arabia for religious inspiration. Saudi Arabia now does something strange. Immediately the Egyptian armed forces took over the country, the Saudis dumped Ikhwan. The Saudis say they are terrorists, parroting the official these are terrorists. And the Saudis respond with support for the Egyptian armed forces. And then with a slap on the face of Washington that is still stinging Washington, the Saudis says, if you take away the aid, we will give that back to you and give you more. The Arabs will give you more than the Washington can take away from you. This is not characteristic Saudi behavior. So we have a duty as analysts, as scholars of Islam, trying to explain the reality of the world today to the Muslim world, to the Muslim masses. We have a duty to explain why is Saudi Arabia behaving like this. The answer is, the Saudis knew that we are now on the doorstep of great wars. The Saudis knew that the attack on Syria is coming. In fact, I thought it was going to come yesterday. It didn't come yesterday. Because what Putin said, if you attack Syria, we'll attack Saudi Arabia. That's why it didn't come yesterday. The Saudis were part and parcel of the advanced planning. That the attack on Syria is coming. The NATO attack on Syria. And the Saudis did not want that when that attack takes place, that the Egyptian armed forces should come to the support of Syria. So Saudi Arabia, I hope the Egyptians are listening to me. Saudi Arabia has been trying to buy you. Is Egypt up for sale? I hope you heard my question. Is Egypt up for sale? Should the Saudis buy you? I don't think that Egypt is up for sale. And I don't think that the Egyptian armed forces will turn a deaf ear to the Egyptian people. When the attack on Syria takes place, and the Egyptian people say no, we will come to the support our Syrian brothers. That is why Saudi Arabia dumped Ikhwan and came to the support of the Egyptian armed forces and made all these promises because Saudi Arabia wanted to take out an insurance policy to ensure that the Egyptian armed forces will not enter the war on the side of Syria. But there's a second reason as well. But we don't have the time tonight. We don't have the time to give you the second reason. It's going to take too much time. It concerns monetary economics. The Saudis have the United States in the palm of their hand like this. They can pull the plug on the US dollar anytime they want. You will have to believe me because I don't have the time to explain it to you. It'll take me about 15-20 minutes to do that. I'll have to go to the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ about the river Euphrates and a mountain of gold. I'll have to take you to the petrodollar. I'll have to take you to Bretton Woods. I'll have to take you to the International Monetary Fund. I'll have to take you to the Arab-Israeli War of 1973. I don't have the time to do that tonight. So you believe me, Saudi Arabia has the United States in the palm of their hands here. The US dollar can be pulled on any time the Saudis want. All that they have to do is to say you can buy our oil with any currency. That's all. You want to buy my oil with British pounds, you can do it. You want to buy the oil with US dollars, you can do it. You want to buy the oil with French francs, you can do it. With any currency. At this time, the law is that you must buy with USD. And that is what is keeping the US dollars, USD alive. Because Saudi Arabia slapped the United States and slapped the Western world so powerfully with that statement to the Egyptian armed forces, they've sent a message. I don't like to use this word, but it has to be used. This is blackmail. If the US dollar collapses, the US economy will collapse. And there will be riots in the United States, and Obama knows that. People are going to be killed in the United States. There's going to be civil war in the United States if the US dollar collapses. And the Saudis can cause it to collapse anytime they want. So this is called blackmail. Saudi Arabia is acting on behalf of Israel. Saudi Arabia is Israel's most strategic ally at this time. This will astonish our people who don't know the facts of what's happening in the world. The stage is now set for the United States to begin dancing to the Saudi drum beats. Otherwise the US dollar will be destroyed. How long will this last? Will patriotic Americans stand up and say no? If we have to turn to another currency, let's do it. But we're not going to be held hostage by those who want to threaten the US dollar.